Welcome back. We're bringing you another talk from an educator who strives to make math fun. Is that possible? Well, he does it for his students. And Keith, his name is Leonardo. And I can't imagine making fun with math because I struggled with that.
Well, and that's what he talks about right at the very beginning when he said, we're going to do some math and like how many people in the room, does that already give you a sense of dread? And, Leonardo is a really passionate educator. I actually knew him before this. I didn't know what he did. We actually run together in like a run group around here in Raleigh. And so I knew what his personality was like, and his wife runs too, and he's fantastic. But I don't know, I wasn't such a great math student either, but I don't know, I think if Leonardo had been my teacher, I might have done a little better.
Well, let's watch. I can't wait.
Please welcome Leonardo Baquero.
For almost 20 years, I've been a math teacher, from public schools in the US to private language institutes in Peru, from New York to North Carolina. My license from both states reads that I'm certified to teach middle school to high school mathematics. But the course that I've taught the most is not AP Stats or Pre-Calc. Its official title is Introductory High School Mathematics. I teach them math. Or rather, I should say I don't teach them math, but try and take the math out of math. Let me explain. The great German mathematician Carl Friedrich Gauss was given a problem when he was a young math student, a complex and tedious task. Here it is. Add up all the whole numbers from 1 to 100. Almost immediately, Gauss raised his hand with the correct answer, 5,050. So, how did he do it? Was he simply a brilliant mental mathematician? No. He reimagined the question. Instead of adding up the numbers in order, 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on, he added the first and last numbers together. They totaled 101. The same is true for the remaining pairs of numbers. With 50 pairs of numbers, each totaling 101, what was once a complex and tedious math problem now becomes a relatively trivial one. 101 times 50 equals 5,050. A complex math problem reimagined. For far too long, math has been seen as this abstruse field of study, similar to Kafka's novel, The Castle, something all of us can view in plain sight, but seemingly impossible to either enter or attain. And that is not how it should be. I firmly believe that everyone can be successful in my math. This is what I do. I transfer a math problem into something positive and doable for any student by employing 3 approaches: play, personalize, and perception. First, let me introduce the concept of play. Take this assignment. Rewrite a fractional exponent so that the b term is the index of the radical and the a term is the exponent of the radicand. And I turn it into this. I tell a story. Every exponent is made up of a fraction that has a top dog and a bottom dog. And where does the top dog get to sleep? Inside the doghouse, of course. And the bottom dog, well, they don't get to sleep inside the doghouse. They have to sleep outside. So instead of rote memorization of an algorithm, students now get to decide which dogs get to sleep outside and which can sleep comfy and cozy inside the radical. Are we still meeting the requisite math standard? Yes. But by using this heuristic, students can joke and have fun and fully assimilate their knowledge into true learning. How do I know? Years later, students will often come up to me at graduation and tell me how they still remember the story about the dogs when they had to solve similar problems on their college placement exams. Math is now taking on the quality of play and fun. The benefit of using play typically results in long-term retention. My second approach is to personalize. One day, while I was teaching my class the concept of congruent triangles in geometry, I asked them, how can you tell when 2 triangles are congruent? My overly enthusiastic and always happy to volunteer ESL student raised her hand and called out, "Los palitos, los palitos," or translated from Spanish, the little sticks. Her calling out los palitos ignited laughter throughout the classroom. So, for the rest of the period and the rest of the semester, both English language learners and native-born speakers called the lines for triangle congruency palitos. Congruent triangles, math world language, was now gleefully replaced with personalized language. The students had ownership, a renewed ability to relate to this math concept. What was once foreign and off-putting was now something the whole class could agree on. And instead of being told what the math was, they claimed the freedom and agency to decide what math was to them. By using the element of play and making it personal, I witnessed engagement where before students would tune out. I noticed a shift in their belief about doing hard work. Where before they would give up, now they persist. This is where the perception of doing anything hard, even challenging, is now seen as possible. This is my ultimate goal, to break the perceptions of my students to what they think is impossible to not only possible, but doable. In other words, reimagine. Okay, here we go. If you add up all the numbers from 1 to 10, what would your answer be? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about it. Okay, time's up. Feel free to shout out your answers. We have 5 pairs of numbers, each totaling 11. And 5 times 11 neatly gives us our answer of 55. You all get an A+. Thank you.
Wow. I mean, that's some pretty inspirational stuff. I mean, it had to move people, those who watched today. For those who didn't see it, how do they get a hold of it? Can we watch it somewhere?
They're on YouTube, and we have them linked off of our website. So if you go to WakeEd Partnership, look us up on the web, or look at wakeed.org. Look right across the top, it says EDTalks. You can watch the whole program, or you can watch individual speakers, and read a little bit more about all of these that participated. So, yeah, I would encourage people to take a look at it. They're worth watching. I think you'll come away with a renewed appreciation, if you don't have one, for the stellar teachers we have right here in Wake County Public Schools.
Amazing stuff, Keith. Thank you for your time and what you're doing. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, too, for watching. We hope you've enjoyed today's show. If you have any questions or you would like to know more, visit our websites at RaleighCW.com and myRDCTV.com. I'm Bill LeMay, and thank you for watching Community Matters, and we'll see you next week.